Bu Nator Shil Yachad Nuwabakedi Waloy Maorwo, the pledge of the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. Ama Kakdemu Sefunut Hade Gedash Manuf, as I stand beneath our sacred and holy flag. Kanderu Ruki Maul Te Kehikano, Ama Kashgeru Zitaur. I vow to be loyal, obedient as I watch it fly. Ru Ganunwu Shil Manut Naonut Faref Nawus Weloinut, to the laws of our Constitution that govern our nation. Ru Hare Sabu Kahmelu Tubusumhem, to this cause I hold my head up high. Akara Garur Kantero Ru Harus Hade Tahum, with pride I pledge to protect and defend. Kalu Akara Hare Walao Weloy Kalu Hanuf Hade Samur, all within this great nation, both family and friend. Ru Yankud Faref Karetkut Mu Adorhut Hagoyu, to ensure all has their equal rights. Ru Hare Sabu Kazur Gedu Atnachum, to this cause I will lay down my very life. Ama Kapdemu Tachuth Haresan Un Hade Gedash Danun, as I stand beneath this sacred and holy seal. Kanderu Nafusum Mewa Chelas Hade Kazut Menu Tiat Menwikenu Akara Khera. I vow myself loyal, sincere, and vow integrity with zeal.
So sitting next to you, or sitting behind you or front, so sitting next to you, you might be sitting next to Black Devil.
It states in Psalms chapter 82 verse 6, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
This is the Elder Raziel with a message for the children of the Elohim.
I walked a long journey on the short path, where after this mind expands math itself. Came through with the master teacher. Get wealth from what I have to teach you. Not a preacher, the Anunnaki created this creature, fully packed with features. Nuwabu knocking off leeches. Peace to Malachi, Ziyor, Noble Jew Ali, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Respect and pay homage from the Nuwabian tribe. We hope to see you. We still kicking the flows. All the girls know. Just list the show so your mind grows toward a genetic explosion. X out whoever was chosen by deception to sell out Negro, the greatest destruction. Without question, knowledge is a weapon. Like Cain, ain't no half-stepping to a greater direction.
First say thank you to all of you for coming out. This event was put together by a lot of hard-working people you see around here with cameras in the kitchen, the booths, and the security standing around. And I'd first like to ask you to give them a round of applause for being here. I'd also like to say that we greet you in the name of our ancient ancestors and descendants. Be they called Elohim in the Bible, or Allahumma in the Quran, or the Orisha by our ancient Yoruba known as the Lukumi people, or the Ginwings, or the Made, or Shuki, or the great beings of ancient Sumer called the Anunnaki, or Anutu, or we refer to them in ancient Africa also as the Neteru. Some call them the gods, the messengers, those who were both females and males, deities incarnated, who were scientists, alchemists, physicians, nurses, agriculturists, botanists. They specialized in various fields of endeavor that were necessary to create a society of healthy individuals, both mentally, emotionally and spiritually.
Brothers and sisters, this is your host, Murhuta Hirokayu. On this, what is today? It is the month of Asaru, week 2, day 4, the day of Ninti. All right, year 83. So our New Year's doesn't really land on the Gregorian New Year. Obviously, because we tell time different from when they tell time. And if you want to always know the Nuwabic day and time, you can go to unnm.net, scroll down, maybe a page, maybe toward the middle of the page, and you'll see a green circle over what day it is on our 19th month calendar. So, yeah, and I played in the introduction there as usual, but I added a little of Howard Hotep live in London, and I had to be somewhere in the 90s. I don't really know, but definitely check that video out on the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors YouTube channel. We try to keep all the classic visual content on there as the nation is branching out here. One announcement, we got the Ansar prayer rugs being shipped out. So anybody who's Nuwabian or Moorish Muslim, a real Muslim, we do have the prayer rugs. We'll have them ready. I'd say in about 2 months. 2 months. Give it 2 months. I think I predicted a date on the previous show. But this should be about 2 months. Give it 2 months. Everything should be here. And it should be available on holytabernacleministry.org because the Ansar falls under the Holy Tabernacle Ministries now. So I got tongue-tied there. All right. So this would be the Gregorian New Year 2024, year 83. Of the Nuwabic calendar. We need to keep our families together. We need to get our minds right because I don't feel like our minds are right as of this moment. Let me tell people out there that there's a lot of Moorish organizations that look like fools. There's a couple of body cam, I'll call them police body cam footage YouTube channels. And you're seeing a lot of these Moorish sovereign citizens saying the stupidest thing to cops, and it's just not working. Our brothers and sisters are not using their brains. Most of these people who get arrested, they don't have any money. That's the whole motivation but behind doing the Moorish sovereign citizen thing. They don't have any money, ladies and gentlemen. They're broke. And they think like broke people, like broke, poor people that have no knowledge of self. So I know that the Moorish Science Temple ain't got nothing to do with it, but it's making the Moorish Science Temple look very bad. Very bad, like they're weak, they can't do anything to rein their people in. Even if these people are not part of the temple, they're using the same symbols, the same sayings. Some of them are saying they're in the temple, which I know on Moor's World TV, the brother Taharka, which one is the real temple? Everybody claims to have a link back to Noble Drew Ali, and the brother broke it down, which I'm not a big fan of Moorish World TV, but he hit the nail on the head with this one, inshallah. So what is the real Moorish Science Temple? Now going back to these sovereign citizens, they just look foolish. You know, cop pulls them over because they're speeding. They don't have plates on their car. They got this Moorish Moroccan plate. And the last video I seen, I forgot what state it was in, but it was a brother and a sister. The brother had like, he had some braids. He had some, twisty braids. And the sister was in the car. And of course, when the cop comes and asks, why were you speeding? License registration, the same old routine. The brother says, I'm a diplomat. I'm a foreign national. Now let's think about that for a second. You're a foreign national, though you speak like you live down the street, right? You speak like you have an accent like you live down the street, but you're a foreign national, right? So they're arguing back and forth with the cop. The cops have already labeled them sovereign citizens, so it's pretty much over. They're not going to listen to you. They're at that point. You're going to lose. You're going to get the ticket, or you're going to go to jail if you try to be stupid, not open up the door and ask you to get out, because under the statute, the cops can give you a lawful order, a legal order to step out of the vehicle. You know why? Because you've registered your car. Or if you didn't register your car, your vehicle under the law, then there's a different argument. But the argument is not, I'm a foreign national. That's not the argument. There is a right to travel, right? But the cops don't understand. The cops are not paid to interpret law. You'd have to take that to a judge who's going to understand if you're competent, right? If you're competent, you're not making up sovereign citizen law because, well, there is no sovereign citizen law. It's all pseudo law, right? So when you go in front of a judge, you got to talk the same language as the judge, right? Because you're a citizen. If you think you know about the law, you should have read some books, some case laws, and don't misinterpret the case laws or try to twist it to how you want it. That's not how it works. Because how you want it is not really precedence. See, there's there's a judiciary precedence that judges must follow, but it's precedence. And it's judicial. It's not sovereign citizen pseudo law. So if you go into the court saying, look, I have the right to travel in my own private car, I'm not driving, because the DMV is federal and the states just run it. So the program is created on the federal level, and then the states just have their own version of the federal DMV, and it's all through state to federal contracts. Same thing with child support. Same thing with a lot of state-run programs are created by the federal government, right? Now it says, I forget what statute. Let me try to look this up. I think it's 15 USC section 28. Let me look this up. I've actually started. Okay, Cornell's the first one that popped up here in the search. But what I remember is driving is a commercial activity. So if you're driving to the store, if you're traveling to the store, you're not driving, right? Driving is like, if you're a truck driver, you need a commercial license. If you deliver like medical materials or smaller packages you can carry in your personal car, you don't need to get an extra license because you already have a driver's license. You can't license a right. You know what I mean? You cannot license a right. So the cop's not going to understand that. I want you to know that right now, my Moorish brothers and sisters. And by the way, pay your taxes. A lot of Moors are going to jail and even prison over not paying taxes, which is foolish. Pay your taxes. Let me repeat it again. If you're a Nuwabian, especially if you're a Nuwabian, if you're an American Moor, you probably listen to somebody else on how to guide through life. But listen, in the little guidebook to Nuwabians, the master teacher says, obey the laws of the land. Obey the laws. That means pay your taxes. If you have taxes to pay, pay them. Now, if you can find a way to lessen your taxes, right, through your business structure, your personal life, then do that. That's called tax avoidance. It's legal. Tax avoidance is legal. You know what I mean? Tax evasion is not legal. You'll go to prison over that. Al Capone went to prison over that. All right? So keep it together, man. Keep it together. You know what I mean? Keep it together as far as knowing the law. And if you are a man of means, you mean you got a job or you run a company, you shouldn't be dealing with such minuscule, minute things like not getting a license. Look, if you're traveling, them people are going to harass you. You better be ready to fight. They're going to keep harassing you until you register your car in their system. Do you have to? No, you absolutely do not have to. But you have to know how to talk to the judge, not the cops. Not the cops. Unfortunately, you're probably going to get your car towed. You know what I mean? You're probably going to get your car towed because all they know is they think that you're driving. And wait a minute. Let me back up for a minute here. Inshallah. Let me back up. Peace to the Prophet Muhammad. Peace to Dr. Malachi Z. Your Amanubi Rakhta. So I seen this Caucasian guy. He had paperwork in his car, and it looked like he just copied it from some sovereign citizen website. And the cop looked at this. He said, "What is this?" He said, "This looked like you just typed this up on your computer." Come on, man. If you're gonna pull down the law, be professional. See, a lot of these brothers, I hate to say that they ghetto. A lot of these cats, they're ghetto, and they're only trying to get out of not paying for registration, not paying for insurance. You're broke, right? You are broke. Now, I will give the statute this. You do bear some type of financial responsibility for driving a car on public roads. Because if you hit somebody or damage some equipment, you're liable to pay. You know, you got these sovereign citizens that don't think they should pay anything for anything. And I'm like, well, yeah, tow their car and lock them up. You know what I'm saying? We don't need more financially irresponsible people on the road, especially Moors. Moors know better. Well, these people really, yeah, they're Moors, I mean, genetically, but they still operate like niggas, like blacks. You can't even say all black people operate like that because most black people will register the car, at least bear some responsibility for having that car. So are Moors really better than blacks in history? Yes, but you have to operate as such. You can't go around doing nigga stuff and then saying you're a Moor, like squatting in someone's house. You know you can't afford that house, nigga. You can't. This is how bad the brainwashing is with the Moorish sovereign citizens. You know damn well you cannot afford that house. You're sitting in a mansion. What are you doing in your life that brings in income like that for you where you can afford a mansion? Come on, man. Come on, Moor. That's retarded. That's stupid. That'll get you no respect in any society. And any society will not get respect doing this. They want to cheat. You know, these Moors want to cheat, you know, to the top. You know, they want to do the Taj Tariq Bey thing. You know, they want to give you this fake education that never works with the cops. Right? It never works. And then when you get arrested, where's Taj Tariq Bey? How is he going to bail you out? He ain't going to bail you out. He just took your money and ran with it. And he going to put somebody else in the same messed up predicament. you know. So it really doesn't make sense what's going on out there. You would think so-called black people would be a little smarter, but a lot of these dudes are getting out of jail. They haven't had their car registered for like 5 to like 8 years. It's really poverty and being poor that pushes Moors into doing the sovereign citizen thing. To tell you the truth, it's poverty. You're being poor, and you're sick of being poor. And somebody gives you some information, you get real pumped up. You're not thinking straight. You know, you might have just got home from jail, or your lady might have got home from jail, and you think you're breaking free of the system. And you're really not breaking free of the system. You know, we get calls here at the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. I'll tell you a little bit about a woman from I want to say Ohio. She was from Kentucky, but I think she lives in Georgia. She is living in Georgia right now, but she was from Kentucky originally. And she's talking about starting her own nation. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know, I've heard it all before. People call in, I've heard it all before. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So she wanted to join AMOM because she's going to start some type of, it has something to do with drugs, like taking hallucinogens to try to reach the next level or something like that, right? Now, we don't really advocate for that. You know, we advocate prayer, you know, gaining knowledge and meditation. That's what the AMOM is about. We don't take drugs to reach the next level, because once the drug wears off, you got to take it again and again and again, and that could cause some health problems, some bad health problems. So, you know, she's just talking. She was very narcissistic. She was very narcissistic, in my opinion. And I guess she had all the answers. You know, then I'm like, why are you calling us if you have all the answers? I have no problem with you attempting to join AMOM, you know. So I would ask her some questions about, well, if you got your own organizations, why do you want to learn AMOM? And she's like, oh, it's not a competition. I said, I never said it was a competition. I said, why do you want to learn AMOM? So she wasn't very sophisticated in her answers, which you don't have to be, which is better if you're not, because if you're too sophisticated, sometimes you have an agenda, and that will make my ears perk up. You know, I think you got something up your sleeve. So for the fact that she said, you know, oh, it's not going to be a competition, already let me know that it's going to be a competition, that she was going to take some of our knowledge and put it into her group. So she was denied, right? At the end of the day, you know, AMOM, you take a pledge of silence. But I can't speak too much about that. But back to this driver's license thing. Okay. 15 USC, excuse me, 1231 definitions. All right, new automobile dealer. Nah, this is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. Okay, labels and entry violation, label and entry requirements. So they break down the whole. Oh, this is for manufacturers. Okay, got it. I thought it was 15, chapter 28, violations and penalties. But this looks like it's for manufacturers. Failure to endorse, label. Okay. You know what? Let me, definition. Said it was repealed. Okay. But anyway, y'all, if I find it, I'll edit the show and I'll put it in there. But as far as I know, 15 USC, let's see. car, right? It's an automobile. Well, what is the definition of drive? Okay, let's see if this is it. But we got to stop. Oh, I ain't gonna say we, because I'm not doing this. This is people who are like American Moors. I think some Nuwabians is doing this, but I think very few. But I think it's mostly American Moors. They're setting up these pretty much bogus organizations, and they're giving you all this sovereign citizen crap. And I've never seen it work one time. Never seen it work one time. Not one time. It's never worked. And you got to think the state has an interest in it because each state makes billions of dollars off the DMV program. So they're not going to give up on it easily, even if the state breaks its own laws. You got to know what you're going up against. So what people need is a legitimate organization that got some lawyers in it that's willing to take on these cases, because there was one brother who's a sovereign citizen, Moorish sovereign citizen, and he got pulled over. He has like an advocate, some woman on the phone telling him, oh, get their badge number and their name. Okay, get their badge number and their name. What is that gonna do though? Is that gonna stop the cop from towing your car and yanking you in the car and placing you under arrest? No. Those cops are protected as long as they're acting in accordance with the law. They're protected. So I don't care who you're talking to on the line there. You know, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing what's happening out there. I know Noble Drew Ali is turning in his grave just listening to this crap that's going on. And these people are paying these organizations basically to put them in jail. You know? So I challenge anybody to find some case law where people are using this legal strategy and actually winning their cases. I want to see. I definitely want to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm trying to use this task scam thing a little better. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna play some sovereign citizen arrested. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of this. Okay, now there's a lot of videos. Okay, sovereign citizen learns a hard lesson when he messes with the wrong Florida police department. Okay, this is a Moorish sovereign citizen, so let's play this one. We're gonna cut the music there, and we're gonna play this video. Okay, here's the video. I know you can't see it, but we get the audio, right? So what we're going to see here.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head back to Florida, courtesy of YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, this is the one I seen.
Yet again.
Yeah, check this out.
For a traffic stop where a Moorish sovereign citizen mother and son duo get pulled over for displaying a fraudulent tag.
Moroccan Empire driver's license plate.
Claim to be foreign nationals, which doesn't wash with the police. Right, let's get into the video.
All right, check this out.
Stop here to just send me another non-emergency.
The cop gets the call. He's pulling up in his car. He's getting out. Puts it in park. He's getting out. And he's approaching the Moorish sovereign citizen. Now let's hear what happens.
Yeah, that's the sound I make every time I start work on another sovereign citizen video. I feel your pain, my friend.
Stop here to just send me another non-emergency.
Now, I'm gonna pause the video. What you're gonna see is, now the brother has braids, and he has like a, it's not a do-rag, it's one of those, like a rag, like, I hate to say it, like a Blood and Crip would wear, but it's not red or blue, but he has it tied around his head, right? And so the cop's going to approach, and basically he's going to claim that he's some type of foreign national. Check it out. Here we go.
My name's Officer Dodd, the city of St. Pete. Reason I'm stopped is because you don't appear to have a valid registration on your vehicle.
This vehicle is registered. Actually, excuse me. First of all, excuse me. I'm a foreign national. This vehicle is registered under the Moorish American National Council.
Okay.
So he says the vehicle is registered under the Moorish American National Consulate. But the word American is still in there, right? So I don't see anything really foreign about that. And second of all, they must think that the cops are stupid because, like I said earlier, you don't sound like a foreign national. The only language, lahut, that you know is English, right? Now, you may be able to use this. My mic's making a lot of noise. You might be able to use this if, okay, I have to place my phone away from the Tascam device. You might be able to use this if you actually sounded and had an accent from Morocco. The Al-Maghrib, right? If you actually sounded like you had an accent, it might work. And then my other point is that, okay, it's just stupid. This is just stupid, dude. Stupid. If you feel me, we're going to blow an air horn, right? Because this is the most dumbest thing I ever heard. And you hear the brother stuttering like he don't know what he's talking about. So this is what his heartbeat sound like. That's what his heartbeat sounded like. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really make sense what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing it. Don't know what path that these Moors are being led down. Right? It is really making the Moorish Science Temple look bad. Like, I'm not even a member. I'm a Nuwabian Moor. I'm a Nuwabian. Right? So it really ain't got nothing to do with me except for that as a race of people, we're all Moors, but I'm from a totally different tribe, the Aniuia of the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. So this don't have nothing to do with me, but for the fact that the word Moor is in there, I kind of feel like I have an interest in speaking about it, right? So at the end of the day, the brother. Anyway, let's keep playing the video.
Under the Treaty of Secret and Friendship and the CNA, the Consular Notification.
So basically, what I'm asking is, are you familiar with Consular Notification Access Manual?
I'm familiar with your train of thought. Do you have your ID on you, sir?
Yeah, I'm familiar with your train of thought. Is the polite way of saying you're not the first soft to spew pseudo-legal garbage at me, and you won't be the last.
See, they've heard it all before, and it's never worked. So the cop's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and show me your ID. So it's not gonna work.
My front seat.
Are you familiar with Council
My front
Notification?
seat. Yes.
And
My
Access
front seat.
Manual? Yes or no?
Is your lieutenant?
Yep, I have the supervisor on the way, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And they really think by saying, oh, is your lieutenant coming? They really, I get to talk to the man. Now, the lieutenant gonna side with his officer. The police is a brotherhood. It's a fraternity. They're not about to side with you over one of their brothers. Are you serious?
Have your vehicle registered with the state of Florida or any of the other 50 states, and you have a valid driver's license.
See, he's just following the law that's been passed by the local legislator or the state lawmakers. We call them lawmakers, right? That's all the cop is. He's just doing his job. I think these Moorish sovereign citizens, they take it real personal and they try to intensify. And they only intensify because they're fearful of the police. All they're going to do is tow your car. It's not like you're going to lose your life, right? So weigh weigh the consequences of your actions when you're dealing with the sovereign. The state is sovereign, right? That's why we advocate to build your own nation, or join us, join the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. You know, we got land. We do have a constitution, a real one. We have real IDs, but don't try to use someone's ID or nation's ID to try to get over in America. It looks real bad because you're operating not in good faith, right? And I forgot the English word for faith. Troth. Frith. No, frith is peace. I think it's troth. Troth. All right. Sorry, I've been kind of studying Old English, but you got to realize what you're up against. You think it's some game. These people think this is a game. They think it's a game, y'all, this sovereign citizen crap. All right, let's keep playing the video.
Because you're being stopped for a traffic violation.
Excuse me.
Spike strips.
What?
We'll speak to your lieutenant.
Yeah, bring your lieutenant, please.
My sergeant is on, well, a sergeant's on the way, not my sergeant.
Bring someone who's competent in council notification and notification access manual.
You're not familiar.
Tango 16, they're being non-cooperative. They're requesting a supervisor.
You're not familiar with the law.
See, you're in trouble there. You're being non-cooperative. Look, when the cops talk to you, you registered your car within the DMV system. Now you're part of the statute. You've registered your car. You've registered for their program, which is controlled by statutes. So now when the cop pulls you over, you got to listen to his commands. He tells you license, registration, because that's all part of the program. He's there to enforce it. Now, like I said, you do not need a driver's license to travel. You don't. But if they let you do that and other people catch on, they're going to lose millions of dollars. They know this. So they don't care if they're in the wrong. They're still going to tow your car probably, or at least they're going to give you a ticket for driving without proper registration, right? That's when you go to the judge with your argument. That's when you go. Now, you could tell the cop, hey, do you know the definition of driving? Because now there's body cams, right? Do you know that you don't have to go Moorish side? You don't even have to do all that. That is unnecessary. That is something where these guys are getting scammed. So this brother and sister right here, they got scammed for a license plate. You know, niggas is making money off of them. Moorish niggas. More niggas. They're making money off them. You simply need to say, this is a federal program. The cops don't know this. It's a federal program that the states run. So if the definition of driving is a commercial vehicle on the federal level, the state can't say, oh, well, driving also is traveling. No, you cannot go against the federal statute, right? And then this is the argument you need to have. Now, you're probably still going to get your car towed. I'm going to just be honest with you. But it's recorded. You notified the police that the police was ignorant of the law, right? They don't know what the definition on the federal statute of driving. Driving is a commercial activity. Unless they can prove that you're driving and you're making money just for picking up and dropping off something like a truck driver, right? Then, and the only reason you need to get another type of license for truck drivers is for the weight that you pull, right? The regular driver's license, I think you can go up to like 10,000 pounds. You can transport 10,000 pounds on a regular driver's license. You don't have to go to driving school, nothing. Regular driver's license, I think you can tow or bring a load, you get a trailer with a hitch. You can go up to 10,000. Rigged up with your truck and your trailer, right? So that proves to you right there that you could run a business with your car, right? Picking up medical supplies, anything a company will pay you for a contract for, you can do it under 10,000 pounds. Excuse me. But a lot of these more Moorish, whatever they're calling themselves. These dudes are straight pulling scams, and they're only using the word Moor in desecration. Because they're niggas. Niggas will desecrate anything, right? That's why you shouldn't associate with blacks like that, right? Even if they got a good job or whatever, these Moors right here are corrupt, that are leading people to the slaughter, right? And then, well, I shouldn't say don't associate with blacks. That's pretty harsh, right? So let me renege that statement. These Moors, really, I'm just going to talk about these Moors, that they're just setting people up for the slaughter, and they know it. They know it. They don't have no bail money for you when you get out, or for you to get out. They don't have any bail money for you. Who you got to go? You got to go ask your friends, your girlfriend, your mom. Why are you going to put that pressure on your mama more? Or your father? They should just let you rot in there. I wouldn't get you out. I'd be like, well, son or daughter, this is a lesson learned. Obey the law. You know what I mean? Obey the law. This is what you get. Hopefully you've learned your lesson. You know what I mean? But this is embarrassing. Let's keep playing the video.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself the cop doesn't know the law because it...
Foreign national.
Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on you?
I am a foreign national. I'm asking if you're competent in your consular notification access manual.
I mean, he's not even competent. He putting spike strips under their car because they know a lot of sovereign citizens run. They try to run from the police, which is a bad idea, y'all. Come on, Moore. That's a very bad idea.
You are required to provide that information during a traffic stop. I do have
commercial stop, and I'm protected by treaty law and obligations.
Yeah, sorry.
He thinks he's protected by treaty law. Come on, man. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You're not part of the treaty between Morocco and the United States. It don't work like that. That's why you need to stop listening to these dirty Negro Moors. Stop listening to these Negroes.
But calling yourself a Moorish American public roads. And of course, the VIN is missing from the vehicle as well.
Go to jail.
Oh, the VIN is missing. They even took off the VIN, bro. That's against statute too.
You're gonna go to jail.
I'm not going anywhere.
You need to provide.
He said, I'm not going anywhere. But you'll see, yes, he went somewhere.
I am, man. Do you have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance?
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
I'm trying to cooperate with her.
Okay, so now they're going to start to yank him out the car. This is what happens, Moors. This is what happens. The video playing slow. But anyway, now it came to the point where the cops just pretty much lost their patience with him. Oh, my internet's going slow. Come on. I don't know. The internet's going real slow. But they putting their hands on him. Here we go.
Stop. You need to step out of the vehicle. Sir, at this time you are under arrest. You need to step out
See,
of the vehicle.
he under arrest now.
Step out of the vehicle.
Now you're breaking my arm.
You need to...
Ma'am, I'm talking to her.
Do not touch me.
Don't touch us. We're
Grab
talking.
her.
But you are, excuse me, you need to have
I
a
am
search
acting
warrant,
as a counselor.
a seizure warrant, and an arrest warrant, but you have none of those things.
All right, they took the seatbelt off him.
Sir, step out of the vehicle, please. Step out of the vehicle. I'm going to pull you from the vehicle.
Baraka, I'm trying to tell you. You got to.
Sir, step out of the vehicle, or I'm going to remove you from the vehicle.
Excuse me.
All right,
Stop
let me show
it.
you my. I'll show you
No,
my.
stop reaching.
got your
Stop
foreign
reaching.
ID.
All right, I'm not.
Step out of the vehicle.
The other lady slapping the cop's hand. She gonna go to jail for that too. So they yanking him out. They about to yank him out. They got him by his leg.
I need your ID. You guys, you do have to provide me. You do have to provide me. Hang on. I need your foreign IDs. That's fine. Do you have them?
The woman cop is playing along, making her feel good. You have your foreign IDs?
I will show you. This is my identification right here.
Let me see it. Let me see it so I can write it down.
You can write it down.
Let me see it so I can write it down. I'll give it back.
All right, you'll give it
I'll
back.
give it back. Give it to me.
Make sure you give it back.
Can you put the car in park and turn the car off for me? Put the car in park and turn it off for me, please. Put the car.
Listen.
They're obviously being very violent. So.
Listen, I'm not trying to have any trouble.
Okay.
But we are under lawful right via the treaty of peace and friendship that we have with the U.S. Corporation of America.
Yeah, the U.S. Corporation of America.
Oh my goodness. I want y'all to bear witness to this stuff, man, because this is not what Noble Drew Ali brought. This is not it.
Yep, you can stop with the LARPing. Your fake ID has failed. Now it's time to come back to reality with a bump. Literally.
Thank you. Sir, at this point, you are under arrest. You need to step out of the vehicle.
For what?
Obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
Obstruction of this traffic stop. We're not going to debate it. You'll have your day in court. You need to step out of the vehicle for me, please.
See, you'll have your day in court.
There's no right. You're going against the Article 6.
And like I said, you'll have your day in court. No, you're under arrest. We're beyond detainment.
What am I under arrest for?
I already advised you, obstruction. Please step out of the vehicle.
What am I instructing?
The traffic stop, sir.
I'm not instructing.
She's already ordered me to take him into custody. You need to step out of the vehicle.
You can speak. She's on the outside if you open your door.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my book real quick.
Sir, I need you to not reach for anything else. I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Hey, where are you going with my...
Step out of the vehicle. Let's go.
All right, other cop came over. All right, they slamming him to the ground.
You're not supposed to be doing this. Get off with me.
Yeah, how dare they arrest you for breaking the law?
All right, y'all, there it is. Sovereign citizens, Moorish sovereign citizens. I didn't see them calling their consulate. They just look stupid. They look real stupid. So anyway, I wanted to take the moment out to talk on that issue because you need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. You need to go get a job and make something of yourself in any society that you're in. And you need to follow the law and stop making up your own law. And anyway, the whole sovereign citizen law is based on a racist, Caucasoid government separatist group. Right? So, why are Moors following racist Caucasoids? I don't know. Maybe you can ask CM Bay. All right? I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. We're going to do the show every 2 or 3 weeks, whenever I get home from the road. I forgot to announce that we're getting Nuwabian clothes made. I'm actually working with the seamstress right now overseas and should have some type of template ready to go maybe by mid 2024. So, but as the date gets closer, we'll let you know when that's going to come out. That's about it, y'all. So I'm glad everybody who gets to hear this heard it from me, Mudhuta Hirokayu, about the sovereign citizen crap. You're going to jail. You're at least going to get a ticket. If you cooperate the cops to give you a ticket, if you try to go against the statute, you're going to go to jail. Better just to get the ticket, go to court and fight it based on real law. Law that we can all go to some type of legal authority like Cornell or I think it's called Westlaw Books. Many different sources where judges go to read about case law and things like that. You need to go to the same sources that all American citizens go to. You can't make up your own law. The sovereign's not going to listen to that. You're out of order. You know what I'm saying? Literally, you're out of order. You want to make up your own laws, form your own nation, but that takes a lot of resources, right? So, might as well join us, the United Nuwabian Nation of Moors. All right, this is Mudhuta, January 1st, 2024. Hope everybody had a good Gregorian New Year. 9th month of Asaru. I think the 9th day, right? 9th month, 9th day. Let's double check that. Yep, 9th month, 9th day, the day of Ninti. Year 83 of Amanubidarachta of Nuwabida. All right. Now, pretty soon, I'll also be having a language class on a podcast like this one, but it'll be a different podcast channel. So, well, we'll let you know when everything goes down, when everything's going to happen. Until then, peace, love, and happiness. Learn to care about each other, Moors, Nuwabians, and I'm out.